The Walten files had always really shocked me to my core in terms of horror, cinematography, and lore. The Walten files really stood out to me from the other FNAF franchises. Like, the lore was really, really realistic. Now, you could say, how is a man that's dead possessing a robot realistic? I'm not talking about that side. I'm talking about Felix's story. How he killed the two kids, and then he's in guilt, and he's too cowardice to tell anybody. In my opinion, that is very real, and I could actually relate. And that really caught my attention, especially when episode 4 came out. It really caught my attention because we got to see the whole Felix cranking scene, trying to commit suicide, but he ends up failing and just throws all of Molly's belongings to the riverbank. And the speech after that, where he lied to Jack and Rose about taking the doll and leaving it still being at school. That part really, really sparked a part of me, like, coward. And after episode 4, I was really into the Walten files. Specifically when they said episodes 5 and 6 were coming out in the same month. So, first of all, that's why I decided to base off my series on the Walten files, because it was my favorite series of all time in terms of animatronic horror. Yeah, with that out of the way, let's begin with the idea. But first, I'll basically talk about why and how this idea came into action in the first place. It was back in May of 2025 when I was pitching up the idea for Incidents of Bond's Burgers. Back then, it didn't even have a name. It was just basically episode 4 remake. And I tried to remake the Susan kill scene in 3D, which did not go well. It did not look good. And fast forwarding to about October, which would spark the biggest motivation spark in me. It's now October, and basically I met new friends and I decided to make a small friend group or a team of the Walten of Incidents of Bond's Burgers. And we were animating stuff, we were storyboarding stuff, and he helped me make audio, and I really like how it turned out. Now, with that, we created our first ever kill scene, which would be featured at the end of this video. Now that kill scene in question would be very surprising because it's none other than Richie from Find Jack Walten, because we didn't want to show the death of the canon characters dying, so we decided to slap in Richie to show his kill. And safe to say that was one of the best things I've ever created in terms of 2D art. But that was basically my spark for the Walten Files art, animation, and 3D in general. Now, after that comes 2026. Now, in 2026, actually December 2025, I met C Crusader. He would he would help me with the majority of videos with textures, and I cannot thank him more than I even could say it here for the textures. God, they are so good. They're so realistic, so similar to the actual Canon One file stuff. And I'm like, damn, that looks so good. And I decided to help him. He decided to help me, and I decided to help him. And we both just kind of did our own thing, and he had a separate friend group. I also helped him, and we just did separate stuff. And this was about the time when I released Fetch, my most popular video. And to be honest, I'm very surprised how this got so popular, because this video was made in 4 hours. Everything from the idea to the animation to the textures to the 3D. There's no 3D. To the animation to the audio. It was all done in 4 hours. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna just mess around with some tools and let's see what the reaction is. And I got, 1,000 likes. Holy Jesus. How? I was very confused when I uploaded the video and I went to sleep, and the next day I just wake up and I see 100 people liking, and I'm like, what? That's not right, man. It was just a test video. I didn't mean to do anything for this. I just wanted to dilly-dally with a few stuff. And yeah, that really sparked a part of me to making more stuff. And those other stuff got about 80 to 100 likes. And now it comes to the most recent video, which is this thing. And safe to say, this is the most hard-worked minisode ever for now. So when I saw it only got 50 likes, I was like, oh man, but it's fine. Anyway, now episode 1 update. Episode 1, we did a really unique thing for the script. So we got number 1. The first copy we made in July. Number 2, the second copy we made in about October, basically with Richie's kill. And number 3, the current script. We merged it together and we have episode 1. And currently, how's it going? We're storyboarding episode 1, and I really want to say thank you to everybody that helped me along the way. And I couldn't be more thankful, especially of C Crusader and Nox, for helping me currently, and Deutrius Artist for sparking the project to its beginning. So now it's the end of the video. That was basically my Walten Files idea, Incident of Bonsberger, with a few twists and turns with OCs. Yeah, that's basically my idea. And I will now show that one of Richie's kill.
It's dark. I swear to God.
Oh, what a wretched soul, wandering. You want